to day 11 of So This Is Vlogmas. So far I've been really enjoying bringing this to you, especially the thing I've enjoyed the most is actually opening my calendar, because it's been really nice like sharing that experience with people, and I'm so glad that some of you are enjoying it, because I've had some messages, so thank you so much, and thank you, for spending the time watching my videos. Hopefully they've been a bit shorter than my regular content, but I'm posting them daily, so well done if you're keeping up with it all. But I try and not let them go on too long, and try and whittle it down to as much as I can. So I've got a special guest with me today. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you'll have met Polly before, but Polly's joining me today because I've made her a new dress. So I'll chat about that in a moment. I'll tell you what I'm wearing. Again, I'm not wearing a me-made. It's a knitted jumper, and it's from H&M. But I am wearing my me-made badge, and it's a red work badge by Mandy Shaw. We got this as a kit as a part of the Secret Society in our last package, but I think we'll be having another one come out before the year is out, which is nice. So I'm going to open my calendar now. Now, it has been getting easier to find the numbers, because there's less in here to find now, isn't there? So 12 is jumping out at me, and a few of the higher numbers, but not 11. Right. Now, if the video goes weird, it's because I forwarded it. Here we go. I found it. Right, sorry if there was a bit of rattling around there. I'll pop that back in there. And here we go. It's quite a chunky one, isn't it? That way and that way. And it's got a little sticker on it as well. It says, what does it say? On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens. I'm not going to sing it all. And a partridge in the pear tree. I'm not going to sing it. Right. I did say I was going to sing that to you this year and play it on my ukulele. But what the plan was, I was going to make all my partridge in a pear tree things and sing it and put them up, all the different verses. So I never got them finished. I only managed to get the pear, the partridge, a calling bird, a turtle dove, and half a French hen, and that's as far as I got. And actually, I've not been to met up with my ukulele folk all this year with what's gone on. I'm not saying I've never played the ukulele, but normally I'd be playing it regular every week, and I've not been playing it. Is that all that much? I've had a dabble here every now and then, but yeah, so maybe next year I'll do that. So I'm sorry about that. So I don't like saying I'm going to do something and not do it. And it feels like it's got a bit of weight to it. Oh, this is so lovely. It's lovely, and it's got a nice name as well. Oh, you might understand. Look at that. Isn't that good? It's basically a candle, and not any kind of candle. Emma Bridgewater. Now, I love Emma Bridgewater. I don't know if I've got a bit of a croc fetish, and I do own a few Emma Bridgewater, and but I don't own an Emma Bridgewater candle. Now, that smells so nice. Now these are quite expensive, Emma Bridgewater people. So yeah, so bear that in mind, because that's lovely. Oh, I'm delighted with that. That is going on my dresser. What I might do is, if I put it somewhere, I'll take a photograph of it for you, and I'll show you where I've put it and display. Oh, that is so nice. So, I can't tell you what I'm going to show you later, but I can show you stuff now. The settee has just literally arrived. I've just waited for the guys to go, because it's actually, because we didn't know when they were going to turn up, and it's actually 25 to 2. So it's a bit late that I'm bringing this to you today, but obviously you'll get it at the same time every time anyway, but it's late for me opening my calendar anyway. But so yeah, so I haven't got much of the day left really to do much with, have I? But I'm going to chat to you about Polly. Now if you watched yesterday's video, you'll have seen Polly at the very end sitting with Santa and my angel on a quilt that I made some time ago. I think that was my first proper quilt I made actually. And so yeah, so I've made her a Christmas dress. Now I made her a Christmas stocking last year, and if you followed me last year then you'll have seen this before, and I hand embroidered her name on it, Polly, and this is the dress. Now I have made this dress before, but it was slightly different, and that's because I made a mistake. I cut the skirt out wrong. Basically, it said cut this. There wasn't a pattern piece for the skirt. It just says cut 10. It said cut 10 inches. I just went cut 10 inches off, and I never thought much of it. But if anybody knows this pattern well, the skirt is meant to have more volume than this. But I think Polly is growing up a little bit, do you? So I think she might want a bit more of a slimline, sophisticated skirt this Christmas, do you think? And I have made it slightly different to the instructions. Last time I made this dress, I'm going to show you the dress, how it should look. I left raw, kind of a raw edge. What I did, I attached the binding folded in half, and you're supposed to sew it on, do it a bit like a quilt. You sew it on one side, then when you've sewn the sleeve together, then you tuck the sleeve in and hand stitch it down, and the same with the neck. But I just did it like how you do a lot of like human clothes, you know, for quickness and things. It's less finesse than the other one, but yeah, but it's still just as effective, isn't it? I think I've sewn on the trim different to how Mandy suggests. I think he meant to, well, I don't think it said anything about the hem actually, what to do, but on the picture I think Mandy's hemmed it and then she's put a strip of rickrack or whatever she's used on the top of it here, but I just put it on the edge and then kind of flipped it down and then top stitched it. But I think that looks really nice. These shoes she's had some time. I made her those a long time ago, but I do think she needs some socks now, do you? But I think she looks absolutely lovely. And actually, I'll show you what I did when I made this dress before. When I made this dress before, I made 2 bodices, and I'll show you why, because I kept the piece. Right, I'll just pop Polly on here. Oh, and it was quite good fun actually, raiding my ribbon stash last night, finding a red ribbon, because I don't think she's needed a red ribbon before, because she's never had anything red to wear before. So I'll just pop that on there, right? There we go, good girl. Right, so this is Polly's suitcase. Now, oh, if you don't know much about Polly, I'm just taking it that you do. She's a pattern by Mandy Shaw, and Polly has got various clothes, but the Mandy fans, you'll know Poppy. Many of you will have, I'm calling her Poppy, I've got a cat called Poppy. Many of you will have Polly at home, I'm sure, but this is Polly's suitcase, and she's got all kinds of things in here, haven't you, Polly? So I feel a bit guilty. For most of the year, she's wore a scrubs outfit. I made her scrubs very early on in the lockdown, and she stayed in them since. So it was about time she got a new outfit. But the thing I've just took off her was her NHS hat, her little scrub top. See a little thread there, and her little trousers. That's one outfit, that's a little scrubs outfit. She's playing doctors and nurses. Now these are little leggings. I think this was the first outfit that I made for her. Leggings with a matching top. so she can kind of wear that and kind of looks like pyjamas, but she wears those. Actually, this fabric has come from, I made my very first Agnes top in this fabric, and this was the remnants of that fabric, because I didn't buy Polly as a kit. I just bought the pattern, so I had to source my own bits for her. And then this is the dress that sorry, it's a bit creased now. You put on top of it, so it's got little buttons. Oh no, I'll do that up actually. Little buttons on the back. Basically, if you buy Polly from Mandy, she comes with a pattern to make clothes, and this is the outfit you'd have. This little dress, and you put the t-shirt underneath like this. Like that. And then she has the little leggings underneath like that. So what I'll do is, I've took photographs of Polly over the time that I've had her, and in these outfits, so if I can find the photographs, I'll pop them on for you. Now this is how the dress, I'll tell you what, I'll put a photograph of, because these are a bit creased. I'm sure I know where the photograph is. This is what the dress should look like. I'll pop it on now, so you can see how much volume should be in the dress. What I should have done is cut 10 inches length and use the whole width of the fabric that you were provided, but I didn't, did I? But never mind. But if you wanted a more slim line, you cut 10 inches and then it will look like that. So this is the dress, and it's got like they look like little Westie dogs, and it's lovely, isn't it? And you can see there how I've stitched the rick-rack on the edge. That's how Mandy gets you to do it. But this was slightly different. It had kind of a straight edge on it, so it kind of made sense to, I think that's how you're supposed to sew that one. And in this one, you're not supposed to put a zip in it, but I put an invisible zipper in it. I really went to town on this one, and I did all the hand stitching of things. Yeah, I did I hand stitched it all down and everything. Yeah, I really went OTT on this one. And actually, what you meant to do is sew 6 inches up the back and then put Velcro on. But I put the invisible zip on. Now I have put a zip in this one, but I didn't use an invisible zip. I just thought to myself at the time, I kind of wanted to keep my invisible zips that I've got for garments myself. And I thought, well, you know, it's not going to upset me too much. So she has got a cream stripe down her back. Look, poor girl. But she has got a nice little zipper pull, so you can see it. But I suppose it's more of a feature because the little birdies in it are cream. So I don't think that looks too bad. And it is a doll, isn't it? Isn't she? Right. What else have I got? That outfit I showed you with the leggings underneath. I made pink shoes to go with that. The reason being is I put little pink buttons on. I thought that would look lovely. And what else? Right, now I've only made 2 Agnes tops since having the pattern. My Agnes tops do look a little bit different to everybody else's. The first one I made, I did long sleeve with the puff sleeves and the ruching here, but I made the neck smaller than the Agnes. The second time I made the Agnes, I didn't do the puff sleeve, I didn't do the ruching, but I did a long sleeve, just bog standard, but I also made the neck higher. So I've never made an Agnes how you're supposed to make one. However, the second Agnes I made, this was the fabric that I used, and this is how nice it looked when I first made my Agnes. I've wore it so much, it doesn't look like that. And it's basically just a onesie. And what kind of zip did I do here? Oh, I did kind of like a covered zip. So it's not an invisible zip. I've done it so it's basically covered up. and you can't see that along with it. And I've got top stitching going around here. It might be a better name for it. And it's like that look. I don't think I've finished the edges off inside because it's not going to fray. It's only like a t-shirt fabric. So yeah, so she matches me as well in that. And oh, these are lovely. This is a rain cape with a hood on it, and she pops the little hands in here, and this is the matching little Wellington boots. So she's all ready for the April showers as well. So yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed seeing Polly today. I haven't mentioned her in a long time, but she's a lot of fun. And I've said the little girl in me is still there somewhere, isn't it? You know, I've said this before, you know, making dolls' clothes, you know. I don't know how normal that is for a 40-year-old woman. Well, I was still in my 30s when I made most of it, so does that make me any younger? So, right. So, what are we going to do now? So, oh yeah, I'm going to pop you over to Mandy's website to see what she's got to say about the candle. It's still filming, isn't it? So this is Mandy's website today. She says, day 11, candle. If you haven't had the candles alight yet, now is the time. It is also Hanukkah, so it's the perfect excuse. Right, I'll just send you back to me. Right, I'm back. If you looked at my yesterday's video, you'll have seen that I finished sewing the collar on my Carolyn pyjamas by Closet Core Patterns. I'm just waiting for the fabric to arrive from Jill, just so I can finish the sleeves. I've now realised the one piece that I need to cut out, I could do that in a contrasting fabric, because it's going to be on the inside, but I would be seeing it all the time, taking it on and off, so it would be nice if I could have it in the same fabric. But if the fabric didn't ever arrive, then I suppose I could do that and have it sleeveless, but I'm sure it will arrive. I think it's just Christmas postage, isn't it, that's holding things up a little bit. So I'm eager to carry on with those. But that's where the Polly's dress came about, because my husband was really busy yesterday evening trying to do some last minute bits ready for this settee. I can't really show you the settee because it's all covered up. My husband's kept it all covered up because he still has to paint. The painting just didn't get finished because he was having some problems with some bits in the paint. Yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare, but yes, we're getting there slowly. So that's where Polly's dress came about. So I tidied up all the Carolyn pyjama things away. I thought, oh, what shall I make? That because there's lots of things I can do in the evening sitting with my husband, but there's certain things I can only do when I'm in here. So Polly's dress, that's really sitting at the sewing machine and going to the cutting table and the iron and things kind of job, isn't it? So that's why. Something that's happened exciting that I forgot to tell you about is, now I don't know how to say it. It's a name of a company in London, and I think it's Grazella Fabrics, right? Or Graziella Fabrics. It spells Graziella Fabrics. But basically, I was tagged in a competition on Facebook, on Instagram, and I'm always getting tagged in competitions, and I always enter them, usually all the time, and I don't win them, and I think I don't know why I bother sometimes, and I end up following all these people, and then I don't actually see the people I really want to see, because I follow so many now, hundreds of people I do, so it's hard to see anything really with the volume of people on there. But I actually won. actually won it, and it was to win a metre of jersey fabric, and basically it's got a leaf print on it, and it's available in 3 colours, and I got to choose the colour. Now I had a look at them before they asked me which colour I wanted, because I had a look at the competition, and actually what I'll do is, I can't remember the person that was running the competition now. It's I'm just guessing. I'll tell you that another time. Maybe when I get the fabric delivered, I'll tell you who the Instagram person was that managed to pick me out as the winner. And basically I've gone for the berry. There was blue. They said there's blue, grey or berry. Now when I did have a look at the grey, but it was grey with black leaves, and I thought, I don't know if that's me really. I just went for the berry, and I did note, I think the berry's the least popular looking one from seeing people that have used it. So I kind of like being a bit different sometimes, so I've gone for probably the least favourite one. So I'll have to see what I can make out of it with a metre's worth. So that's exciting, isn't it? So yeah, I was quite excited to win that. And just before I started filming today, I'd got a message on Instagram privately from Maria, my online friend, and she spotted me in this month's, it's dated January 2001, So magazine. It's in like a maker section, and it's me wearing my pink glitter Linden sweatshirt that I made. So so I can't wait to have a look, because I do subscribe to So magazine digitally, but I hadn't realised there was a new magazine out. So when I've finished filming, I'm going to have a little look and see that. So yeah, that's all exciting, isn't it? So yeah, it's all fun things going on. I hope that you're enjoying your build up to Christmas. It's quite different really. If it wasn't for this, I don't know how much I'd be enjoying it, in all honesty, because my husband is so busy doing that garden room. We're not really getting out and doing anything nice. Like normally you could like maybe have a little lunch out, or go and have a festive coffee somewhere or something, and see all the Christmassy things around the shops, but we're just not doing anything. And I've actually, this is how bad it is, it's the 11th of December today, and I've wanted to film a Christmas tree for you, because we haven't got ours up yet because of what's been going on at home, which is awful, I know. To film some Christmas trees on my travel, like in shopping, and I haven't seen one. I have not seen a Christmas tree. Okay, I've seen Christmas trees when I've been driving in the evening and people have got them in their homes, but I haven't been anywhere to see a tree. I just, what's going on? A lot of people, like when we went to get the choose a settee in the settee place, they didn't have a tree up. And I've been to Boots the chemist, the big Boots chemist, they haven't had a tree up. And I'm thinking, what's going on? I'm like, the year I've not really been able to put a tree up because of what's going on at home, and I'm not seeing a tree anywhere else either. And it's not like I can go and visit friends, is it, to go and have a look at their tree? So yeah, so you guys supporting this, and because this was a totally last minute decision. I just saw someone about Vlogmas and I was like, oh, can anybody do that? And I'd seen a bit of it last year. It's like, yeah, anyone can just join in, nobody's running it or anything. And I thought, yeah, I'll have a go, and I just thought I'll just post videos as and when. I did not realise that I'd end up posting every single day. Like, one of the reasons I do that is because it is a little bit easier, because it's a shorter video. I find it easier anyway, because what it is, videos clog up my phone, so I find it easier just getting the day's stuff I've put on and up, and then deleting it off my phone, and then it's done, then I can start afresh. So so thank you so much for keeping me Christmassy, because I've been making the effort to look a little bit better, put something a bit festive on, and if it wasn't for this, would I bother? probably not really. So thanks to you guys for supporting this and enjoying it, and it's encouraged me to keep going on, so thank you so much. If there's anything nice to show you today, I'll show you, but if not, I'll see you tomorrow. But no doubt I'll have something. But anyway, so thank you, bye. Right, I'm back. But I forgot to show you something. When I made the pink version of this dress, this was the first bodice that I made, and the kind of fabric that was provided, the same with the red one, it's got a print on it, but it's non-directional. They're going this way, that way, upside down, so it doesn't really matter. However, when I made this one, look, I've shown you this before. I'm just checking, you can see, look, it's got a dog right in the middle and he's upside down. So I made sure this time when I was I made sure with the next pink one that I made as well, but I remembered this when I made this dress to make sure that the bird's the right way up, because it's not really busy. There's a lot of big spaces, and if you get one that's upside down right in the middle, you can really notice it. So so that's that. Sorry about that, I forgot that.